Sentencing of a woman who reportedly helped a murdered suspect in Ashwaubenon last year is being rescheduled to October 4th. 22-year-old Keilana Brunette from Green Bay previously pleaded no contest in April to counts of harboring or aiding a felon and obstructing an officer. Two similar counts were dismissed but are being considered by the judge delivering the sentence. Prosecutors said Brunette helped Prez Wade after he allegedly killed 23-year-old Braxton Phillips at Creek Apartments back in March of 2023. Brunette later told investigators she had been lying for months in order to keep Wade out of trouble.